because you spoke out of turn, because you spoke up for people who are marginalized. You spoke up for children who won't ever be able to speak again. You spoke up for parents who don't want to live in fear. You spoke up for Larry Thorne, who was murdered by gun violence. You spoke up for people.
This is outrageous, man. This is outrageous. Guys, listen. This is outrageous. They get y'all riled up before the election every time. Guys, I know this looks amazing to you. I know y'all think this is the new Martin Luther King. I know y'all think this Tennessee 3 is what we need. I know you think they're actually standing up for something. But let's look at the facts. They want more gun control. The fact is, gun control only affects people who legally get guns. Therefore, it will actually victimize the people that need the guns the most. It will not have an effect on the criminals. I repeat, it will not have an effect on the criminals. The black market, the guns going up through Mexico, right? The guns coming from overseas. Guys, stop getting riled up by this Democratic nonsense. I'm finishing up my master's, trying to get that, handled. Had a rough semester, but now I'm back at it. Because this election is huge. Black people, stop identifying so strongly with the Democratic Party. Stop it. You don't have to like the Republicans, but you darn sure shouldn't automatically like the Democrats. We vote Democratic at a 92% rate. They weaponize us just like this. Guys, Democrats love this.
That we don't want to care about. In a country built on people who speak out of turn, who spoke out of turn, who fought out of turn to build a nation.
Guys, we're talking about gun control, and he's out here acting like he's Martin Luther King 2.0. Can we stop the nonsense? Can we stop the nonsense? If we want to get to the details, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party both don't care about black people. White people don't sit around thinking, how are we going to handle, or how we're going to help, or what are we going to do with these black people? White people will tell you, when they go home at night, they don't think about black people. It might be a hard pill to swallow, but the divide and conquer method that mostly the Democratic Party uses is to get your emotions riled up, usually right before elections. Yes, slavery, all these things. Yes, these things were horrible. I get it. But guys, we have to think clearly. Gun control will be the worst thing that ever could happen to black people. Do you remember the last time black people didn't have guns? Think about the last time black people did not have guns. That was slavery. That was Jim Crow. Guys, everything that can keep you independent and being able to handle your own is in the Republican Party currently. The Democratic Party is for LGBT plus, the Rainbow Mafia. Kamala Harris is going over to Africa right now. She was just in Africa right now trying to get the president, I think, of Nigeria. I think it's Nigeria. Trying to get him to fall in line with this rainbow agenda the Democrats have. Trying to get him to fall in line with this rainbow agenda that the Democrats have in Ghana. Guys, this is their agenda right now. This is their agenda. Y'all let your civil rights movement get hijacked by the Rainbow Mafia. The Democratic Party is not. The blacks are fourth. They are fourth, maybe fifth on their list. Heck, the Asians got a hate crime bill before black people. So stop acting like the Democratic Party is the solution. It's not. You just have to come to the fact that you need to vote for policy. And if you're going to vote for policy, there is no reason to be black and be anti-gun. You need to be pro-gun, and you need to be one of the most, y'all are some of the most conservative people. Think about this rainbow policy that they're trying to push. Africa's not going to go for it. The people of Africa don't want it. The people of Ghana don't want it. Black people are the last bastion of people who are not with that stuff. If you go in the hood, people are actually concerned. People go to church. Yeah, they might live crazy, might shoot up the block, but they go to church every Sunday. They don't deal with the Rainbow Mafia. If you was to say they were a part of a party just by looking at them, you would say they're Republican. You would say their values line up with the Republicans. If you understand how the hood operates, it's not that much rainbow action going on there. Honestly, they don't play that. So I'm just saying, guys, this is what I know. You guys are voting Democratic because your parents told you to do that, because they were tricked by Jesse Jackson and the civil rights movement. They were tricked by Jesse Jackson and the civil rights movement, and the black race never recovered. Jesse Jackson and the civil rights movement sold out to the Democratic Party. They made the Democratic Party look like the party that was trying to save the black people. But really, what it did was take the man out of the house. All it did was take the man out of the house. The Democratic Party got black people hooked on welfare. It made the black mom think she didn't need no man because the Democratic Party could play the role as her man. Because when you look at Section 8 housing, which the Democratic Party loves black women in Section 8 housing. When you look at Section 8 housing, they made sure you can't have a man in the household. So what you have is black women addicted. Black women's livelihood is attached. A lot of them, not all, but we're talking about the lower class black people who for some reason gets glorified in our community, let's be honest, and who's having a bunch of kids out of wedlock. Because if you notice, a lot of the more educated people are not having kids like that, but that's another issue. We'll talk about that another day. A lot of kids are being born in these inner cities by these single moms who have a undestructible allegiance to the Democratic Party because they see Joe Biden as their baby daddy. They see the Democratic Party and free money and Obama phones as their daddy. Not the man that they had kids with, not the 2 men, not the 3 men, not the 4 men. They see that check. They see those food stamps. They see that and the Democratic Party as a lifeline. And that is the trick that they sold y'all to get y'all so emotionally invested in the Democratic Party to where they can even disrespect you in your face. Joe Biden came on the Breakfast Club. Joe Biden came on the Breakfast Club and said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. He got in y'all's face and said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Guys, they are that comfortable because they know they got your vote. They are that comfortable with disrespecting you guys. That comfortable. They don't think y'all have a free thinking piece of a brain.
And black people saved your political life in the primaries this year. They have things they want from you.
Question, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love.
My God. My God. This is what the Democratic Party did in y'all's face. And y'all still voted for him at a 92% rate.
With Trump, it has to do with the fact I want something.
This is what he did.
Figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do.
Now, please explain. Please explain how the Democrats love black people. Guys, if you're smart, you would take racism out of your mind, out of your thoughts, and just vote for the policies that affect you the most in the most positive way. Trust me. Trust me. Because Joe Biden is not the answer, and y'all voted him in.